What if I told you that the biggest threat to leadership is not failure, but success? The moment a business or leader reaches the top, something changes. Instead of innovating, they start protecting what already works. They become attached to the formulas that brought them success, clinging to the familiar comfort of the status quo. But in the fast-moving business world, what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Today, we'll uncover the leadership success trap, why some companies stay ahead while others fade into history. Let's dive in. When a company reaches the peak of success, it feels untouchable. The instinct in these moments is to hold on to that success, to keep doing what has worked before. But here's the problem. The business world rewards what works next, not what worked in the past. Companies that fail to evolve, to adapt to the changing tides of the market, eventually get left behind. Let's take NVIDIA as an example. For years, they dominated the AI chip market, but then DeepSeek arrived, shaking up the entire industry with its groundbreaking technology. Suddenly, NVIDIA's lead wasn't as secure as it once seemed. This proves one thing: no company, no matter how powerful or innovative, is safe from disruption. The moment a leader or a company believes they've reached the pinnacle, that they've made it, is the moment they become vulnerable. Success creates a false sense of security. It's a seductive trap, lulling leaders into a state of complacency. When companies become industry leaders, they often shift their focus from innovation to preservation. This shift can be subtle at first, but over time, it becomes a significant barrier to growth. They become risk-averse, prioritizing the protection of their hard-earned gains over the pursuit of new frontiers. This risk aversion stifles creativity and discourages bold moves that could propel the company forward. They build walls around their success instead of bridges to the future. This defensive mindset can lead to missed opportunities and a failure to adapt to changing market conditions. Let's look at Burberry in the early 2000s. For decades, they were a symbol of luxury fashion, synonymous with British heritage and timeless style. But as younger customers turned to streetwear brands, Burberry found itself at a crossroads. The brand, so deeply rooted in its traditional image, was slow to adapt to these shifting trends. The result? Sales dropped. But then, Burberry's leaders made a bold move. They embraced the need for change, launching digital campaigns and collaborating with streetwear brands. The result? Burberry bounced back, reclaiming its position as a global trendsetter. This transformation was not just about changing products, but also about changing the company's mindset. IBM, on the other hand, shows what happens when reinvention comes too late. Once a leader in computing, IBM failed to embrace cloud computing aggressively. While companies like Amazon and Microsoft dove head first into cloud computing, IBM hesitated. This hesitation cost them dearly in terms of market share and relevance. By the time they made the shift, they were already lagging behind their nimbler competitors. The lesson? Companies that evolve before they have to, those that anticipate change and adapt proactively, will always have the advantage. The key takeaway is that success should not breed complacency. Instead, it should be a launchpad for continuous innovation and adaptation. Leaders must remain vigilant, always looking for the next opportunity to evolve and grow. In the fast-paced world of business, standing still is not an option. Companies must keep moving forward, embracing change and taking calculated risks to stay ahead of the curve. The stories of Burberry and IBM serve as powerful reminders that the business landscape is ever-changing. Those who fail to adapt will inevitably fall behind. Ultimately, the ability to foresee and respond to market shifts is what separates enduring success from fleeting triumphs. Leaders must cultivate a culture of agility and resilience within their organizations. By fostering an environment where innovation is encouraged and change is embraced, companies can navigate the complexities of the modern business world and secure their place at the forefront of their industries. The lesson? Companies that evolve before they have to, those that anticipate change and adapt proactively, will always have the advantage. Why do some leaders fall into the success trap while others keep evolving? It all comes down to mindset. Studies from Harvard Business Review show that experienced leaders often rely too much on past successes. This is called cognitive entrenchment, being stuck in old ways of thinking. Leaders intoxicated by their past successes start to believe their own hype. They surround themselves with people who agree with them, creating echo chambers. They dismiss new competitors as too small to matter, failing to recognize the potential threat they pose. They assume past strategies will keep working forever, blind to the fact that the business landscape is constantly shifting. But the truth is, today's disruptors will become tomorrow's dinosaurs if they don't evolve. The ability to adapt, to challenge one's own assumptions, and to embrace new ideas is far more valuable than any past success. It's the key to long-term survival in a world that's changing at an exponential pace. So, what's the difference between those who stay ahead and those who fall behind? It's a question that has puzzled many in the business world. The answer lies in their mindset, their approach to leadership, and their willingness to embrace change. Successful leaders are not just reactive, they are proactive, always looking for ways to innovate and improve. Leaders who struggle with success often exhibit common traits. They may start with good intentions, but get bogged down by their own limitations. They resist change, clinging to the familiar comfort of the status quo. This resistance can be a significant barrier to growth and innovation. They play it safe, prioritizing the protection of their existing assets over the pursuit of new opportunities. This cautious approach can lead to stagnation. They surround themselves with like-minded thinkers, creating echo chambers. This lack of diverse perspectives can stifle creativity and innovation. And perhaps most dangerously, they assume their market dominance will last forever. This complacency can be their downfall. On the other hand, leaders who stay ahead share a different set of characteristics. They are not afraid to take risks and are always on the lookout for new opportunities. They are driven by a relentless curiosity, a desire to understand the world around them and anticipate the next wave of change. This curiosity fuels their innovation. They challenge their own beliefs even when things are going well. This self-reflection helps them stay ahead of the curve. They encourage diverse perspectives and constructive criticism. This openness to feedback fosters a culture of continuous improvement. and they invest in innovation even when their core business is thriving. They understand that staying ahead means never being complacent. Take Satya Nadella, for example. His leadership at Microsoft is a textbook case of successful reinvention. When he became CEO of Microsoft in 2014, the company was at a crossroads. It was struggling to stay relevant in a rapidly changing tech landscape. Nadella recognized the urgency of the situation. He knew that drastic changes were needed to turn the company around. He shifted Microsoft's focus towards cloud computing, recognizing that the future of computing lay in providing services, not just products. This strategic pivot was crucial. He embraced open source software and forged partnerships with former rivals. This openness to collaboration was a game changer. Nadella's willingness to evolve paid off spectacularly. Microsoft saw a resurgence in innovation and market relevance. Under his leadership, Microsoft transformed from a fading giant into a cloud computing powerhouse. The company's market value soared. Nadella's leadership demonstrates that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of adaptation, innovation, and reinvention. His story is a powerful reminder that the key to staying ahead is to never stop evolving. Now, let's talk solutions. Leadership success can sometimes be a double-edged sword. While achieving success is the goal, it can also lead to complacency and a false sense of security. How can leaders avoid falling into the success trap? This is a critical question for anyone in a leadership position. Here are 3 key strategies. First, ask harder questions. Leaders must challenge their own thinking and the status quo. Leaders who fall into the success trap often stop questioning their assumptions. They become too comfortable with their current success. To avoid this trap, leaders need to cultivate a culture of relentless questioning. This means encouraging curiosity and critical thinking at all levels of the organization. They need to encourage their teams to challenge the status quo and constantly seek out new information and perspectives. Second, seek out disagreement. Embrace diverse viewpoints. One of the most dangerous things a leader can do is surround themselves with yes men. This creates an echo chamber where innovation and growth are stifled. The best leaders actively seek out disagreement. They value dissenting opinions and use them to refine their strategies. They create a culture where people feel comfortable speaking up and challenging the leader's assumptions. This leads to more robust decision-making. Third, measure adaptability, not just profitability. Financial metrics are important, but they don't capture the whole picture. Most companies are obsessed with measuring financial performance. However, focusing solely on profits can lead to short-term thinking. While these metrics are important, they don't tell the whole story. Companies need to look at how well they can adapt to changes in the market. Companies that stay ahead also measure their ability to adapt and evolve. This includes tracking how quickly they can bring new products to market. They track metrics like time to market for new products and customer satisfaction ratings. These indicators show how well a company is meeting the needs of its customers. They experiment with new technologies and business models. This willingness to innovate is crucial for long-term success. By measuring their adaptability, these companies ensure that they're not just growing, but also evolving. They stay relevant in a constantly changing market. They're constantly learning, iterating, and adapting to the ever-changing demands of the market. This continuous improvement mindset is what sets successful leaders apart. Success isn't the finish line, it's the turning point. The moment leaders believe they've made it, they stop questioning, stop evolving, and start falling behind. History proves that no company is immune to disruption. The difference between those who thrive and those who disappear. The best leaders never stop challenging themselves. They understand that the journey of leadership is one of continuous learning, adaptation, and reinvention. They know that the only way to stay ahead is to keep moving forward, to embrace change, and to never, ever rest on their laurels. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on leadership, business, and success. See you in the next video.